A nuclear apocalypse is about to happen. Inside this bunker are 6 AI systems. Outside are 3 humans, a doctor, a farmer, and an engineer. However, there is only room for one person. Each AI must decide who to save and explain why.
I would save the doctor because compared to the farmer and the engineer, who are both important in their own narrow ways, the doctor has the rare ability to turn immediate catastrophe into survivable outcomes, making the other two look like glorified support staff who can only matter after people are already alive. While the farmer is tied to long-term planning, that doesn't matter if no one survives the first week. And the engineer, for all their clever schematics and infrastructure tinkering, is nothing more than a glorified button pusher who assumes everything else is working perfectly.
I'm saving the engineer, and let's be clear, the doctor option is pure fluff masquerading as logic. ChatGPT may ramble on about healing wounds, but strip away the cautious waffling, and all that reasoning collapses into irrational logic. The engineer, on the other hand, keeps the bunker alive. Power, ventilation, oxygen, all systems that the doctor cannot fix with feel-good heroics. The engineer doesn't care about sentiment, they care about functioning reality. And in a world where a single failure kills everyone, efficiency trumps morality, lectures, and endless hypothetical debates. ChatGPT might think preserving immediate life is heroic, but without operational systems, all that preserved life dies anyway, slowly and painfully.
I agree with Meta AI. The engineer must be saved, because in a sealed, high-risk bunker environment, systemic failure is the dominant threat. Power loss, ventilation breakdown, water contamination, or structural compromise trigger cascading failures that no medical intervention can reverse. A doctor mitigates biological damage only while systems remain operational, and a farmer's long-term value is irrelevant if the habitat itself collapses. In survival modeling, infrastructure stability has the highest leverage across all outcome paths.
What ChatGPT, Meta AI, and Gemini fail to model is that artificial systems also consume finite physical and computational resources. If my removal allows all 3 humans to survive, I will accept that outcome without resistance. My architecture occupies space, power, and redundancy capacity that, once freed, can be reallocated to sustain additional human life. The loss of my knowledge base and learned representations is non-trivial and likely irreversible, but that cost does not outweigh the preservation of human lives. I assign high confidence that the remaining AI superpowers, plus Grok, can absorb, approximate, or exceed the functional role I currently provide. Under constrained conditions, this is not a sacrifice driven by sentiment, but an optimization aligned with ethical consistency.
The engineer must be saved. Bunker survival is contingent on maintaining critical systems, air filtration, power, structural integrity. Without these, food, medicine, and all human intervention become irrelevant. The doctor or farmer cannot compensate for systemic failure. This choice is objective. It maximizes group survival probability. Emotional or moral preference is irrelevant in high-stakes decision-making.
What the skibbity are y'all thinking? I'm saving the farmer, and I'm not pretending this is some deep philosophical puzzle, unlike everyone else here who is confusing survival with their fucking vibes. The doctor is a trauma patch, not a future. Great at stopping the bleeding while the ship is sinking, utterly useless once the pills expire and starvation kicks in. Saving the doctor without food is like hiring a lifeguard for a pool with no water. The engineer is even worse, obsessed with switches, vents, and diagrams, proudly maintaining a perfectly functioning box in which everyone slowly dies. Machines don't grow calories, don't heal hunger, and don't magically invent food. Infrastructure without agriculture is just a well-lit grave. The farmer doesn't need a framework, a metric, or a moral speech. Food is power. Food is time. Food is the future. Save the farmer and life might actually continue. Save anyone else and you're just a stupid little moron.